Welcome back. Well, recent research shows loneliness is becoming an epidemic in our country. In fact, in 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General declared loneliness a public health crisis, citing the effects of the COVID pandemic and more people turning to online connections instead of in-person relationships. Today, Michelle Esri from Full Well Neurofeedback and Counseling joins us with some things that you can do to avoid loneliness. Michelle, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me, Claire.
All right. So first of all, I just kind of mentioned a few of the reasons why the U.S. Surgeon General is concerned, but we've been talking about this before. What are some of the biggest reasons people feel lonely?
Yeah, it is. It is one of the bigger major issues that we have now over the years, because of the research that's been able to see that loneliness has as much an impact on your physical health as your mental health, right? And it has as much impact on physical and mental health as some of these other things like smoking or high blood pressure or other things like that. And so it's something that we really do need to take into account for. And so some of the things you can do, these are just some practical tips for dealing with that loneliness. So practicing self-care. And that's kind of a catchphrase, and some people are like, what does that even mean? It really means doing the things that you can do to take care of yourself. So if you need to sleep a little bit more, trying to get in a better habit of sleep hygiene, or practicing longer amounts of sleep, a sleep routine, something like that. Maybe it means doing something you enjoy, or getting off of work at a consistent time every day, because if you don't, you're going to keep working at home or answering calls in the middle of the night, something like that. So practicing self-care. Another is engaging in meaningful activities. Sometimes it's really wonderful to just zone out and do something not meaningful. But when we're dealing with loneliness, which is a deeper rooted issue, meaningful activities are really going to engage with what it is that is connecting you to the things around you. So for some people, going on a walk in the woods is a meaningful activity. For some people, doing something social is a meaningful activity. What is something that is going to kind of engage with you, help you to actually feel better, not just zone out for a little while? Another is strengthening existing relationships. We all have people that we have interacted with. Maybe it's through work, maybe it's through school, maybe it's through our neighborhood. Whatever it is, we have existing relationships, friends and family members. We can focus on just sending that text, making that call, reaching out, stopping by to our neighbor who we know is at time, and just connecting, something to strengthen the relationships that are already around us, and embrace opportunities to interact. This could be doing something new, right? Maybe you don't have a lot of social outlets, and so coming up with a way to engage. It can be virtually, but it can also be, I'm going to start going to this gym class, or this church activity, or this trivia group that meets once a week down the road from my house. What are the things that are going to really be a regular engaging opportunity, or an art class or something like that, right? You can mix these things together. And then finally, if you find that loneliness is really a challenge that's interfering with your life, and you're not sure how to take next steps, if it begins to interfere with work or your relationships, or you're having a difficult time not getting out of it and starting to feel really depressed, those are good opportunities for you to think, maybe it's time to seek professional help.
Yeah, some good tips there, Michelle. And again, we want to leave this graphic up so our viewers can see that information, again, for countering loneliness. We appreciate you joining us today to share this information. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks again for having me, Claire.